Good morning. Welcome back to Flint Creek Transport. Happy New Year. Started out here. What a beautiful morning. Some of the guys are heading out. Going to haul salt. A little frosty this morning. A lot of the guys are already gone, but there's still a few more heading out, getting ready to head out. Well, and I hope that every one of you guys had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We all had a good time. I tell you, like I said before, we are blessed people. We are blessed people. All right, guys, I gotta show you what showed up today. I walked in the door and boom, check this out. So in here, let me open a box for you. My friends at Haynes Printing, if that gives you any idea, in Western PA did a fantastic job. Look at this. So calendars are here. And guys, I apologize. Every year it sneaks up on me and it's like, you know, you can get in pictures and stuff like that. It just, time flies too fast. And I got all the pictures in. These guys did a great job of getting them here. It's just that I didn't get them pictures in time. So, but we got calendars and I'm hoping to start shipping them out here shortly. What I will say is if you want a calendar for free, what I'm going to do is if you get a merch order, so if you get a t-shirt, hoodie, whatever, you get a merch order, I will have them put a calendar in with the order. So that way you can get a calendar and you get a hoodie or whatever else you decide to purchase. Just want to show you one of the trucks that I had talked about here a couple videos ago. This truck is for sale. I was kind of waiting till the end of the year or till the new year before I was going to sell it. So that way, just, you know, the whole tax thing and everything else. So here goes, guys. This truck is a 2007 Kenworth W900 B model. This thing's a beast. It is a beast. So this would make an excellent farm truck or a heavy duty truck. And I think I know another YouTuber, Jay Pater, it's got one very similar to this. Maybe I'll have to harass him and see if he wants it. But anyway, right off the bat, this is, a 2007 W900 B model. This truck was originally ordered with a Cummins in it, and they had swapped it out and put a Cat in it. So it's got a 2006 Acert MXS engine in it. It's a 550. It's been rebuilt December 29 of 2017. Like December of 17 is when that engine has been gone through, and since then we put about 190,000 miles on. Rears, it's got 52,000 pound suspension, and it is air ride. So like I said, it's heavy duty, and really you can still see, I mean, it's a little rusty, but trust me, I've seen trucks a lot worse. This truck originated from, I think, Montana or somewhere. You see the brakes. Brakes are good. Rubber here in the back is good. Up in the front, a little bit less. And same with the steer tires, they're getting down there. It's not a pretty truck, but it is a solid, clean truck. Really, if this truck had a paint job, maybe on a bumper, it would be a pretty sweet rig. 391 rears, 13-speed transmission. The transmission we put in about 2 months ago. 2 years ago. 1 year ago. We put a 13-speed tranny on it, in it, and it still has 1 year warranty. So it would have a 2-year warranty on the transmission, but there's 1 year left. Also, the clutch we redid, that's got 1 year warranty left. What else? 13-speed transmission, and this cat engine. This engine, like I said, it doesn't have that many miles on since we rebuilt it. So it's been getting used, I would say, definitely weekly. Sometimes every day. We just don't put a ton of miles on it. Kind of been used more as a spare, but it's been a very dependable truck. It's obviously out of warranty, but I can get you the specs if someone's interested. I get you the specs on everything that got done to this truck. This one also does have a wet line on it. It's set up to run a walking floor or a belt trailer, so it's a 2-line wet system. But I think this one could easily be switched to a single line to run a dump trailer as well. It's just that the fifth wheel is not plated, or the fifth wheel is not locked. But just a quick walk around of the truck. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to see. If you want to hit me up, I'll flip the hood here for you guys. Oops. As far as a price, I was thinking around 45 grand or best offer. I could probably work with you. We have tires here in stock. I could work with somebody, but I don't know. I try to look around a little bit on truck paper to see what these trucks are going for. And really the only thing that's hurting this truck is just the paint. There you go. Alrighty. Yeah, the twin turbo setup. So the MXS engine is a solid engine. I'll tell you if it's a bad engine or not, or I'll tell you why I don't like the MXS engine, why I'm kind of steering away from the A-certs. Okay. Some people think, oh, the twin turbo setup was no good. Well, the original 05s, I think, that had A-certs in were not as good. But they came out with like a second gen or the second version of the MXS. Those have been much better. The MXS, like this engine, I mean, this is solid. We've had multiple other A-certs that have been good. The only reason I don't like the A-certs is because of fuel economy. They do not get quite as good fuel economy as the older engines. So that's kind of why I've been getting away from it. And as far as why I'm selling it, this truck, for what we do, so this has the heavy suspension and it does ride rough. So a lot of guys, they'd rather run something else. So, and I've been getting a lot more trucks like with a small bunk on, just, it gives the guys a little more space, a little more room, you know. So if I can, I'll probably end up replacing this truck at some point, but for right now, that's kind of why I'm getting rid of it. So if someone's interested, don't be afraid to reach out. Shoot me an email, justin@flintcreektransport.com. I will say too, so we have all the service records on it. All our trucks go through very good service program. So we have every 5,000 miles, the trucks come in the shop for service. So this one's been in the shop every 5,000 miles. We document it. I can get you that whole file paperwork. Mechanically, like I said, this truck is solid, very solid. It's just needs a paint job, maybe a couple tires, but like I said, I could probably work with somebody. So shoot me an offer. Alrighty guys, and if you remember, I kind of went through some of our trucks, and we had, I was showing you some of the, there was an old Sterling that we had around that I said I had bought for an engine. Well, this morning we pulled this thing in the shop and the boys got to work on this Sterling. Here it is. As you can see, this truck is getting tore down. This truck is one of 3 that we bought probably quite a few years ago. And soon after I bought them, 2 of the trucks I sent down to Pennsylvania to have the engines just checked over, and we put a little bit of money into them. So the reason being is these Detroits were downgraded to like a 330 horse, with obviously a 7-speed transmission. You can see the stick. So they have a 7-speed transmission. They were downgraded or downrated, 330 horse out of a 60 series 12.7, obviously, which can do a lot more. So we put a bigger turbo on it. We tuned it, and this thing is now probably bumping about 450 to 500 horsepower, somewhere right in there. So this one is coming out, and we're getting it ready to put in a truck just in case. I have another truck that is possibly the engine on the blink. So this one's gonna come out, and we're gonna get it prepped and ready. The guys are kind of getting caught up with stuff in the shop, and it's what we're working on right now. This truck came out of the South. I want to say this one was, I think I bought one out of Florida, one out of Tennessee, and maybe another one out of Kentucky or somewhere. But you can see this thing is still pretty clean. So this truck actually has a home. Usually there's a guy that will take these trucks when we get the engine out of them, get whatever we want out of it, and then we have a spot where we do some trading and some swapping and whatever else. So truck is gone, or truck will be gone, but the engine's solid. So in today's, this is probably a $25,000 engine. So I'll let you guys know which truck that is going in, but this is all kind of just gearing up. This could be, it's definitely probably a couple months at least till we get this thing put in another truck, or we're just kind of running that truck right now and seeing what's going to happen to it. But basically we'd be popping out a C12 and putting this Detroit in. So if that gives you an idea, there's a couple trucks that have C12s in. And I think this engine, as far as the year, this is around, they were all 2005s to 2007s. So they're all pre-emission, like not pre-emission, but pre-emission. The 08s were the bad ones. Just good old typical Ford, right? You pull a cab off. They make it so the cabs can pop right off. And well, obviously this is a Sterling, but made by Ford or somebody in that family. I don't know, Ford, Sterling, they're all the same. Aeromax. And just a couple other things they got going on here. I'll show you. I think they are redoing a fifth wheel on this one. And working on a couple other cosmetics. I will keep you updated on that. But I know that they did put some chicken lights on the bumper. This one is just getting a service. Boy, look at that blue. That is a pretty blue. He's getting a service, and hey, buddy. And this one is also getting a service. And I gotta show you guys one more thing, is this Mac walk-in floor. This one is, we use for waste quite a bit. And I like cabbage waste and stuff. So that's more so goes in the summertime, but I got opportunity to rent this thing out. So I think we're gonna rent it. Somebody already has it spoken for, but they had to put a tarp on it. So see if I can open this up here. Still very, very solid trailer. But if you look up at the top, see that hoop, or that the bows they had to put in, and they also put in the very front, like that piece that goes across the arch. And then they got this one, the arch here for the back, the tarp pan, I guess they would call it. That's got to go on the back here, and it's getting a Sherlock tarp, or like a locking tarp with a handle at the back. So that's what those are for. Those go along the side. They're just waiting on the tarp right now, and then they're gonna put those other pieces in place. So always working on something, but hopefully this trailer gets out, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna sell it yet or not. So that really comes down to what happens next spring. And I was also talking about that Sterling in the shop. This is what it looked like before. So this is one of the Sterlings that still has a Detroit in that we did not do any work to. We were kind of using it as a lot truck, yard truck. They still run it around. This one still runs good. This one's a little rustier, but this one, again, we're gonna probably do the same thing eventually, is pull that engine out, put it into a truck at some point. That's gonna do it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to go and order some merch. I'm gonna hopefully try to get everything shipped out a little bit quicker. So we're gonna try to do in that 2 to 4 week range, maybe even quicker than that. We're gonna try our best. And if you get that merch, you're gonna get a calendar. So get your order in. Got lots of good jackets, hoodies, all kinds of good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.